Greetings, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my gosh. That's all I can say is, oh my gosh. So, behind me, everybody, is the city of Rosa Ouro, and it's the first of the two cities where I have to solve this challenge. So, I don't do war, you all know that. Let me get a lantern. There I am. I don't do war. That's not a challenge to me. I don't go to the nether, to the end, to the fortresses. That's all war as far as I'm concerned. I'm not interested. But there's a new challenge. There is a new piece that has been added to Minecolonies, and it's called the cookery. And right now, nobody wants any of the food that was originally used in the game. So this is going to be really interesting. I'm going to come here for a minute. And when I said nobody wants any of the food, pumpkin pie might actually save our lives. I think they're going to say bread is too simple and they're not going to want it. They do eat pie. Pie is already a part of Minecolonies pieces. I wasn't making the special breads. I'm going to have to make them now. And just in order to get this thing started. So I'm coming over here and I'm hoping, against hope, that I can request for, this is going to be weird. I don't know whether I need to 4 stacks. Let's go to pumpkin first, PK, and pie, and let's request 64. Let's just start with 64 and see if I can get 64 pumpkin pies made. It looks like we have pumpkin, it looks like we have sugar, and that part is okay. And then he would have to have something to bake it with, meaning some kind of fuel. I'm going to go up to where he is, Emmanuel. Emmanuel is our baker. I just want to see if there is, in fact, any actual fuel where he is, and just make sure that he has some. We already started a couple things to deal with this event. One of them is that we have Santana growing more wood. He's growing birch because the cookery is going to use birch. Hi! And so that's one of the things. Let's look here and let's look at inventory. I don't see anything. Hold on a second. Let's look here. He does have birch. He does already have some pies. I'm actually going to take these pies. Where are you keeping them? Over here. I am going to have to feed one of the builders in order to get a cookery. And that's the thing, that's the problem, is that they're going to start to slow down because there isn't the food that they want. And that's a really important thing. The food, oops, sorry about your ears there. The food that they want is the problem. And so how did I get down? Oh yeah, this way. I'm going to the saloon and go to sleep. Do I want to, or do I want to take this to, we've moved Carly. Remember, Carly was the newest of the builders, and she was actually working in the western campus of the university area. She was working on the western campus. She's been pulled away to use Ainsley's shop. This is Ainsley right here, and Ainsley's shop. And Carly is now here, and she has moved her apartment. She spent the day yesterday moving to one of the apartment buildings over here because she was living way too far away to use that house. And the reason we have her there is the cookery. And in the daytime, I will show you something about it as a part. Oh, perfect timing. Getting home just as it started raining. Okay, and we're just going to go to sleep. Am I holding a light? I am not. There's the light. There's the lantern. So I'm going to go to sleep. And you see it says Carly, she started working on the cookery. And that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to hold on to these pumpkin pies for people who aren't working. And I need a whole bunch of people to work. First of all of the assistant cooks are out of work. They all no longer have a job. Let me go to the Good Luck for a moment. The Good Luck restaurant, so you can see this is Leroy's restaurant here. And as you see, there is no longer an assistant cook category for the restaurant. And so Nakiasha is unemployed, Simeon's unemployed, Ember, Nathaniel, Joel, Adeline, all of them were assistant cooks. And what's going to happen with them is based on where they are, I'm going to put them to studying for the new way that they're either going to farm or they're going to cook. And that's what we're going to find out right now. And there is Carly, and Carly seems okay. See what she's saying where she says,
I can't work like that.
Yeah, you need shears with a minimal level. You need some shears? What do you need shears for? Let me get this. Let me get that for a second. That's what she needed the shears for. She'll come back in a minute. Is she okay? And which way did she go? She seems to be working, and that's good. I'm going to have, depending on where they live, I'm going to have the others join the library. The ones who are unemployed, they're going to go back to studying, and I'm going to try and see if I have libraries close enough to them in order for them to study. So we're going to start with the Western Library, the West Campus Library here, and see who's close enough of the unemployed. Marcos is 65. Why are Marcos, why aren't you working? Oh, you're a student, that's why. Joel is close enough. Nakiasha is not. Simeon, Ember, Adeline, and Nathaniel. So none of them can come here. But Joelle can because she lives in the neighborhood. Let's go to the other library. So we have 4 libraries, and we're going to get the people in all of these libraries as we can. The other library is the Antiquities Library right here. And let's see if anyone's close enough to get this done. I'm doing this while Carly is working on the new building. Let's look again. So let's come down to the unemployed. Nakiasha could be here, and definitely Simeon. So Simeon and Nakiasha can be here. Sorry, there was something there. some little natty something. Ember's too far away, and Adeline and Nathaniel are too far away. So I think, wait, just check one last time. Adeline, Nathaniel, and everyone else is students. I'm not trying to move students, I'm trying to get the unemployed. Okay, so that takes care of those guys. So Nakiasha and Simeon are going to come up and work in the Antiquities Library for a while. Let's go around. Nathaniel's probably going to work in the bank library. He does work, he was working in a restaurant. He does know business. So we could put him in this library very easily. So let's come over here for a minute and let's have Nathaniel join here. Nathaniel worked right across the street, so he's close enough to here. And Ember is close enough. Look at this. Ember could work here. And who else do we have? Adeline's a little far away. Adeline was working with her mother. Hi. Hi, Volmer. Volmer's like, yeah, thanks for the help. Volmer's the banker. Adeline is working with her mother, and her mother is on the west side here. The closest library is going to be this one. This is still going to be a little bit far for her, but it's definitely closer than the bank. So we'll come here, and sure enough, she's within 74. So now all of the former assistant cooks are working, are actually studying, getting ready for the new way that food is going to happen. The next thing that we want to do while we're waiting, I'm going to watch Carly for a minute. I want to make sure she's not stuck waiting for a pair of scissors because that's what shears are. So let's come over here. Hello. I'm going to see if she is stuck waiting for this, and then I'll be able to show you. I just need to get some people started because this is going to be complicated. The food has to be grown, first of all, and then it has to be harvested. It has to be given to a person at the cookery, and then that food will be distributed to the restaurants. That is the new system. Let's look here for a minute. Let me see. Oh wait, she's not here. That's why there's nothing. Hold on. I was going to Carly's old place. I really was. Okay. What, you mean Ainsley does not have an extra pair of shears in that big place that she has there? She might have taken her favorite shears with her to the balloon, because she's working out of a different shop right now. She's working out of the balloon shop, but let's come down here and see what Carly is waiting for. Carly isn't waiting. This is a good thing. Let's look. So she's going to need a birch door. I'm not sure I've ever made one of those. So let's come out. We're going to have Autumn make the birch door. I might have to have the furniture store make the birch door, but let's come here to crafting, teach recipe, and let's teach a birch door. I'll come back to Minecolonies in a minute. There it is, this one right here, and somebody knows how to make it, and so she will. What are you saying?
Yes.
So this is what they're saying. I haven't had a decent meal in at least 5 days. The restaurant has a menu of food tiers, and that is the new challenge, is to get this done. Mr. Villager, yes, that is what you're seeing, that there is a completely new food system. I am going to have Jet and Asphodel grow completely different crops, and there are 10 of them altogether. So 5 of them can be grown here, and 5 of them can be grown in Rosa in Prasino, and they'll just have to trade. I think I can get chickpeas, and I might not be able to get tomatoes and rice to grow here, even in the houses. This will be an interesting thing to find out. But from right now, we're going to go through these houses and we're going to restructure what they're growing. Hi, how am I doing? To the bem. Asphodel, is that you? Did she just leave? Wasn't there a person just standing there? So there she is. So this is soybean. There is a new soybean, and we're going to pick the seed now. So SOY, and there it is. So this soybean, wait. Ooh, that's not it. Hold on, BEAN. Will it come up? Uh-oh, hold on. Hold on. I know soybean is one of them. What name does it have? Soy, yeah, no, soybean. Okay, I'm gonna have to find it. Just you some problem. On Tuesday, my sister had doctor's appointments that were out of the state. They were a 2-hour transport away, and they started at 8 o'clock in the morning, and at 1 o'clock the last appointment was, and then there was a mix-up with the transport. So we started getting ready at 6 a.m. and we didn't get home until 5 in the evening, and I didn't get to actually eat until after that. I had some water, of course, during the day. Let me do something here. I'm going to go to here. I just need to do something while I am talking. So the JEI, let's come to it for a minute and see what the problem is here. So I'm going to at Minecolonies, and I'm going here so I can find the seeds. So there are 10 new plants. Bell pepper is one of them, and it says temperate biomes. Cabbage is cold, hot and dry, so we can do chickpeas here, and we can do wheat. So you have to ask the farmer to plant this for you. Ask the farmer to plant eggplant, to plant garlic, onions, soybean. Ask a farmer to plant this only for hot and humid. That's why I can't find it. Okay, temperate zones, and rice is going to be hot and humid. So look at the things that we're going to be restricted. So let's come here for a minute. So we can't grow soybeans here anymore. So let's look at the seeds. It did say wheat. So there's the new wheat. This Durham wheat is Minecolonies wheat, and this is the new wheat that's going to be grown. I'm going to grow it here. I might grow it in 2 fields to keep them from growing it in Prasino, where we're going to need to grow some of the other foods. So let's come here and let's look. Oh, and I know I'm making it was just a long, very long day, which is a little concerning for my sister, because she has not been going out and spending super long days, and so I was concerned. Now, we don't need, animals still eat wheat, and so I still need seeds. I still need wheat for the sheep. I still need seeds for chickens. We don't have any chickens here. Whether I want them to grow wheat is the thing that I'm going to think about. So what I think I'm going to do is have them actually grow the Durham wheat. The Durham wheat in this one also. I will have the other farm that has more animals grow wheat for our sheep. Our sheep are really being fed on the field. They're actually eating grass and they're fine. I don't think that we need that much, and so I don't really want to be concerned with doing that. This is, in fact, a garlic planting area. Let me see if I can get the garlic to come up in this zone. There it is. So we can grow Minecolonies garlic here. There's the new garlic. So we're going to select that and we're going to approve that. And that's what's going to be the new garlic. This is garlic, but this is different. And the different foods we're just going to have to give to other communities for them to use. But right now, we're still getting our people fed. So this is, I believe, I don't know, onions? It is onion. Okay, so let's see if we can grow. I think it was onion that I couldn't get to come up. No, I can. Yay! All right, so onion, they can grow. So this field is now replaced with the new Minecolonies onion. And in the morning, you will see what's going to happen with these fields. There is a new dirt that they are using, and a new way that they're, and of course the new seeds. But there's actually even a new dirt. Now this is lettuce right here. Let me see if I can grow the lettuce. We'll pick a seed and let's see, TTU. Now it says, oh, look at that. Is it coming up? Nope, I can't select it, so I can't grow lettuce here. I could grow chickpeas probably. Let's try growing the chickpeas here. I already have garlic, onion, and I can't grow the soybeans. Let's see if I can grow chickpeas here. Chickpeas, let's see. Are these Minecolonies? There they are. These are Minecolonies. So we'll select those and have them replace this here. So are the cities prepared for these changes? Technically, no. This is suddenly people being out of work, and suddenly there not being enough actual food that people want to eat. And this is why I am rushing through and changing these farms really quickly, because we need to get these foods in the ground. So what am I growing here? I'm growing 2 fields of durum wheat. Let me try one last time to see if I can grow, what's the other one? I can't grow rice here. I don't think. See, it won't click. That means that I can't grow it in this biome. I can't select it to grow. It won't. Oh, that's Farmer's Delight anyway. It's not even showing. And there you go. And they can grow rice. They can't grow it in this biome. And so that is why we're growing 2 durums. That is going to put a lot of pressure on Prasino to grow a whole lot more different things. So I'm going to put that Rosa Ouro is growing chickpeas, is growing durum, and is growing onion and garlic, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to check again. And they're also growing wheat for the animals. They are growing, no, they're not. They're not growing wheat for the animals. Cross that off. Not growing wheat for the animals. Okay. All right. So let's X. There's one more field. This field is growing durum. There's one more field upstairs. There are 5 fields. So there's actually 6, counting this field right here. And this is the one that I think now is growing onion. Okay, and the other one here, this one is now growing, let me check. This one is now growing chickpeas. There we go. Okay, but so strange for your English. So are you planning for the new cookeries? So just as soon as I get the them growing food, I will show you the cookeries. We're just gonna swim up here. I'm gonna swim up to here and see what I can grow. Right now we're growing mustard, I believe. Peanuts. That's a shame. So peanuts, but I can't grow. I don't think I'm going to be able to grow tomatoes. Can't grow cabbage or bell peppers. I might as well go ahead and grow more chickpeas here. So pick a seed and let's do chickpeas. Okay. And let's grow the new Minecolonies chickpeas right here. Select that and put that there. All right, so putting that aside, is everybody okay? Everyone is okay. Everyone is okay. Thank you. E você? Como está você? I'm so intense today. I am sorry. I'm so concentrated. All right. So let me show you what is going on. So here in the JEI, I think you can see on the side here that there are foods, and the 10 new foods are bell pepper, rice, tomato, soybean, onion, garlic, eggplant, durum wheat, chickpeas, and cabbage. So here we are growing chickpeas, durum wheat, onion, and garlic. That means that all the others are going to have to be grown at Prasino. And oh, good. You were a little while. You're good. Oh, exams. Blood exams? You mean like blood tests? Is that what you mean? Blood tests? Okay, so you saw those foods. Those foods are, but not that early. Okay, those foods are, tests, 8 o'clock in the morning, are going to be cooked in a new place called the Cookery. And right now, because it's so brand new, there are only four cookeries available. And we're going to come here. I'm going to use this, and we're going to show what it is. So let me first of all get a cookery. And let's try that first. So let's come here, and I'm just going to get a cookery. C-O-K-E-R-Y. You can of course craft one of these, and it has a recipe. And right now that I have one in my hand, in order to find out, this is really interesting, Mr. Villager, and it's really fun to have such a dynamic development team. Sorry about that. I have to not get too excited. So it's really fun having such a good development team. So you can hold a piece of something in your hand and then point it at the sky, and it will tell you which of the styles has this building. It takes a minute or two, but it does do it. So, obrigado, thank you. You felt the headache after that? Yes. So, and there they are. Dun, 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 dun. So there is Colonial, Fortress. So there's 5. There's Colonial, Fortress, Functional Fantasy, Minecolonies Original, and Urban Birch. And this is what they look like. We're going to take a moment and look at a couple of them. Let's go to Colonial and Original. So Original, and it's located in Luxury, and it's called Cookery, level 5. And when it is a level 5, the original design for it looks like this. Now, if this looks familiar, it should. It is a portion of the restaurant that has been built out as a separate building. And you can't combine them because this portion of the restaurant matches exactly the kitchen area of the restaurant. So the hut block is actually right here for the restaurant. So you can't lay this one over the other, which I thought was a little confusing. Why not make the cookery part of the restaurant? But the reason they're not is because of something that I've just been doing all along, and that is teaching every restaurant the recipes. If you have a cookery, you only have to teach the cookery the recipes. The restaurants no longer have to have recipes in order. They just serve food. So you can have one cookery or 2, and then you can have as many restaurants as you want, because the cookery cooks for all the restaurants that you have. So it was interesting on Discord to see people going, ooh, I can have more than one restaurant. So it was very cute. And yeah, but yes, it is like it's now built into the system that you can do that. So this is the one from original, and if we switch for a minute, the one from Fortress is actually looks like a restaurant, but no one, so it's like a bakery. So if you think about bakeries, there's the level 1 and the level 5. If you think about bakeries and the way bakeries are, they're separate buildings from restaurants, and yet they usually make the breads and the desserts. And so that is kind of what's happening with this. The cookery is going to make the food, and the bakery is going to make the bread and the pastries and like that. There's actually going to be a change in water and milk as well, but it's not done yet. Ray was just talking about it as a part of the Twitch stream. And if I'm not giving you enough information, people who are watching, you can go to Twitch and watch the Twitch streams for Minecolonies team. Some of them are still up, so you can see them talking about it. Or you can go to their Discord. They have an open Discord for people who play Minecolonies. They also have a private Discord for patrons, but the open Discord is for everyone, and you can join that. And you can ask questions if I'm not giving you enough information. You can ask me some questions, even though I don't really do tutorials. I am happy to tell you what I know about this because it's so dramatic. I'm happy to do that. So yeah. Hello. And so this is one of the things. So let's come here for a minute. The one that I chose was actually the birch one because it is the simplest and it fits into the area that I needed to fit into. We're in the desert and I can fix it from there. You can smell copy and paste. So let me see here. Wait a second. Oh, hold on. Did it get moved? Has it actually been moved to fundamentals? Hold on a sec. No. Oh, wait, I'm in medieval. That's the problem. Hold on a second. Let's go to birch. It's like, wait, where is it? Urban birch, not medieval. And then it is in luxury, and there it is. So this is the one that we're making, and this is what it's going to look like when it's done. So you can see why I chose it, because we can change the materials to match the steampunk farm, experimental farm area right here, and the frontier towers, so that it doesn't stand out and like that. You Multicraft decided to open a new channel and you're changing your name in 4 days. Ah, okay. Cool. And so here we go. So this part right here is what we will probably do is change it exactly to look like the buildings in the area. Hold on. And I think what that means is I'm going to use stone the way steampunk is using stone in these sections right here. I'm going to use stone, and I'm probably going to use glass. Unless it seems like it's going to be too hot in the kitchen with too much sun coming in, we might change to brick and do stone and brick for this building. But since this is the only one that's available that fits into this landscape, this is the one that we're going to do. All right. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so hold on. So right now, this is where we're at, and so I'm going to go to sleep. I'm watching her. I might end up putting a second one on the other side because when you look at the map, we're building the cookery right here, and we have restaurants in 5 different places here, including a restaurant way over, if you can see that light moving square. We have a restaurant there. We have a restaurant downtown. We have the saloon, which is a restaurant, which is right here. We have the farm to table restaurant, which is right here. Then we have the dorm cafe, which is right here. And then we have the Druids restaurant. So we have 1, 2, 3 in this area alone. Then the saloon, then 5, and then we only have 1 over here so far. We don't have a university eatery because they're close enough to downtown to use the downtown eatery. So that is the situation right now. And names are one of the hardest things. Yeah, they're hard for everybody, I think. I think they actually are. And something to think about, LOL. that you're asking us for a name in public, you should do that by yourself so that no one grabs your name before you have a chance to register it or before you have a chance to use it. So that is actually something you might want to consider doing on your own, or at least not online, so that you actually get your name. Because sometimes people swoop in and take names, especially if they're good names. So be careful about that. Be careful about that. All right, so we've got the former students, we've got the former assistant cooks. They're all studying. We've got Jet and Asphodel. Their plants have changed, and we're looking at Carly, and Carly is waiting for some stuff so that she can get the level 1 of this done. Once we have a level 1, we can maybe start to get some food. I don't know yet. We're going to have to find out. Another thing too is we might have to check and make sure that people don't have food on them, because some of the foods, they'll have food on them and they'll say that their food isn't, it's too raw, or they don't want it, or stuff like that. And that might keep them from getting other food. So that is something that we're looking at. This is not food. This is the poppy fields. And this is the poppy field plant, the processing plant for the poppy fields. This field is not going to be food. This is actually where the sheep actually come in and graze. To keep the farmer of this farm happy, we are probably going to have a 1-by-1 of something, and it would sort of be an experiment because it's in the poppy fields. So we have to be really careful that it doesn't spread to the poppy fields and make it that the poppies don't grow. And so that's one of the things that we're taking into consideration as far as what we grow outside. I have no idea. I would say a grass, but grass grows really quickly and might be a problem. So the other thing might be onions, to have them grow some onions, because the animals, I don't think, are going to eat the onions or garlic, and that will at least guarantee that they have something to grow, and we'll see about that. The other thing that we did, based off of the fact that we're not quite getting enough sugar, and so I had to look at the plantation stuff all over again. Now, the way plantations are created, they are hard-coded to grow a specific set of plants. Everybody wants some sugar, some cactus, some bamboo, and those things are usually hard-coded into a plantation. This is a level 1 Shire plantation. Now, a level 1 Shire, and most level 1s of these, can have 2 fields, or 2 of 3 fields. This isn't level 1. This is a level 3. That's right. Because, wait, why does she have so many fields? Chocolate. So what we decided to do was to actually not have a Tana tracing all over the place, we decided to rearrange the 3 plantation planters that we have and to make them closer to what they actually do. So Etana now, recent news at Discord available now. Okay, hold on a sec. Uh-oh. Oh no. The Exodus loses followers. I thought you were staying. I thought you decided to stay. I thought you decided to stay and not move to where? You want to have one too now? You got hungry? Okay, chocolate. So Etana is now going up to the botanical gardens and she's going to pick the vines. She's also growing sugar on her currant because sugar can be grown in the desert. And so she has a little sugar field right here. I don't know, is this, it says it's an oak slab. Let me raise it. Yeah, there is water under there. Hold on a second. So sugar can come all the way back to here. We're gonna put it in. And so this is the sugar that she is growing on her farm right here. And let me put this away here so that I don't accidentally do something with it. Let's go over to the other 2 plantations. Plantation is a difficult word for me, so I try to call them sugar farmers because I prefer that to plantation. So if you wonder why I'm struggling, that's the reason why. Okay, and Kaylee, not Carly, Kaylee runs this sugar farm, and she is now in charge of, she's actually growing 1 field of bamboo, and we were able to get her to grow 2 sugar. You are. Oh, okay, but there are still people wanting to leave. They want to leave. They don't want to stay in town. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. Wait, what? What?
Kaylee, like a firefly.
Kaylee, like firefly? Yes, Kaylee. Yes. It's such a surprise, everybody. Okay, so now instead of going up to the botanical gardens, she's actually growing bamboo here and 2 sugars. Now, there are way more fields here than that, but we can't use them. So what I am essentially saying is that these are experimental fields, and that the experimental fields are different. Now, I'm not sure this is the sugar field that she's using, and I'm going to have to find out when she starts growing. This is one of the fields that I want her to use, and we'll see if she will work this field as well. You can see that the sugar is a completely different color in the desert, and when it's not in the greenhouse, and I think even when it is in the greenhouse, it is different. So that's Carly's, and if you're wondering where everyone is, I think a lot of them are at the restaurants. And if it turns out to be the case with the farmers, see this right here? This is what I was afraid of. Okay, I'm going to have to do it like this, that only the farmers are going to get fed first. So I'm going to have to call the farmers to their place because I need them to work. And they're not going to work because they're hungry. And so we're going to do this. Who is this and why are you coming? Robert, you can't come this way. I'm going to have to put it, they insist on using this way. So I'm probably going to have to put something in here for them. I don't need sugar right away. Yes, I do. So let's call Asphodel first. I'm going to call Asphodel here. Recall the worker, and before she runs away, let's go to here. I will work on it. She's not that hungry, but it is affecting her. So we're going to do this. I'm going to give her 5 of these, and so that she's fed. Now you can go in and see the change in the dirt. Look what color the dirt is. Look what the dirt looks like. See that dirt? That's different. And the wet dirt, the tilled soil that's wet, is darker, and that's the tilled soil that is dry. And so she's taking out the old onion crop, and she is going to put in new onions. And we'll see if she puts them in. Now, if she doesn't have any seed, we've got a problem, Houston, because we don't have any grass. So I don't know where we're supposed to be getting these seeds from. So we'll find out. And then let's go get Jet so that he comes back to work. So she's there. Let me see if she's asking for...
I'm waiting for something.
Seed. Let's see if she is. She isn't. She's not asking for seed. So what does that mean? Does that mean that she planted already? I don't see any. So it says ask a farmer to plant this for you. So we'll find out what happens with that. Let's go get Jet. Jet's right here. Let's recall him. And there he is. I just have to get him before he goes away. I will work on it. Look how hungry he is. And look how unhappy. So this is what we're looking for here. He has the original garlic and stuff. I'm going to take these away. We're going to give him a couple of these. Yes, I know you both are. And let him eat. Let me look at hers for a second and make sure that she also
Where's the courier?
Is not looking. And let's see what we've got here. She doesn't have anything on her, so that's good. So there is one of the interesting things. See this here? She says she's waiting for something.
Where's the courier?
She's not asking for anything. There's no request. That might mean that she needs seeds and I don't have them. So I'm going to see if that is in fact the case. And how would that work even? Because there's no seeds here. These are just plants. So that would mean that they would have to be able to grow those. And so I'm not sure what happens with that. What are you doing?
I'll take care of it.
You'll work on it? What are you working on? Okay, he's making seeds because he wants to continue to grow and do stuff. So this is the thing that has to be stopped here. So chickpeas, garlic, chickpeas, and quinoa, we'll have to make that one go away And in the minimum stock, let's take these all away. Otherwise, they're going to continue to make these because I've taken all of that away. So, yep, I know you're frustrated. I know you are.
Yeah, nah, I can't work like that.
I bet you can't. So, okay, so in the new fields now, he will have to do this. One of these fields, where is the quinoa field? Oh, I know where it is. It's the one on the other side. That's right. Complaining just because they aren't eating some fancy meal while we're here. Eating soup 2 times a day for economy rations. And that's the thing. That's what's happening here. This is, that's why I'm holding the food for the builder and notice she's not doing anything. Let's go over and see what's going on with her, what she's waiting for, that she's not getting. But putting judgments aside, it's cool. I like it, and it is a challenge, and it's the kind of challenge that I like. It's a peaceful challenge. And let me come here and look at her. Hello, you.
Where's the courier?
Yeah, that's a good question. Continue. I will work on it. Let me just do this. I'm going to cancel and let her re-ask just to make sure that she is asking in this stream. Just to make sure that she asked since I started streaming. But I have a feeling that I'm going to have to go to Avery's shop. See this right here? See all the couriers down here? This is the problem. So I might have to feed the couriers as well. And this is why we were trying to get him to make the pumpkin pie, because pumpkin pie was already a Minecolonies food. And so let's come down to Avery for a minute and let's see if we can get her to have the recipes that are needed. Let's teach Birch. Let's teach Plank. Nope. Let's try that again. Teach Blank. There we go. Let's teach Stair. Let's teach Slab. Let's teach Fence. And let's teach Gate. And I could teach some stripped, but that's not for them. That's for the forester to make. Stripped birch to make stripped birch wood. I can teach that. And then stripped logs is the forester. The door. Let's teach the door. All right. So I'm hoping that is going to help get the correct pieces over to her. What am I doing? Why did I step down here? Is this one down? It is. Oh, I'm going to have to do something about that. Okay. Next, look at this. Look at Santana. Santana's suddenly in the birch industry, and he's growing birch. And he should be growing it for everyone. And let's look here. Let's look at minimum. He does have birch as a part of his minimums, and he should be giving us some birch. So that's the thing. And then, of course, Julie is one of the other foresters, and she's going to be working on stuff as well. I'll have to make sure that Emmanuel is actually working. Why don't I go to the saloon and go to sleep? And then we'll get the people working. How close are we? We have a fair amount of time still, so this is good. Only increased one little bit. You think Santana's... I think he just wants to grow it all at once. I think he does. And then he'll just put it aside so that he doesn't have to worry about it anymore. I think that's what's happening. We're going to go to sleep, and then I'm going to check on Emmanuel and make sure that he is coming to work. And I'm going to look and see, and I think I'm going to have to feed some of the couriers because I don't have anyone doing anything, anyone doing any deliveries. So let's come down here. I'm going to call the couriers, and what do I have on me? I'm going to make these go away for right now. I'm going to see how many. I'm just going to do 2 a piece and see if I can get them like that, to try and get some of them fed and see if that is the problem. So there's Emmanuel. And let me go to, I need an empty hand, which I did not have. So let's come here and look. And he's not too bad. That makes me only want to give him like 1 to start. So I think I will. I'm really looking for people who are actually hungry. Up. And there is Ayas. Hi, Ayas. Ayas isn't that bad either. So we'll just give him 1. And we'll check for the others. Whoa, wait. Okay. This is Turu. Turu's in bad shape. And Turu's important to the warehouse. So we're going to give her 2. And there she is. And Ayas is on his way out. And we'll find some of the others in just a moment, just to make sure that we have some couriers who are actually doing something. There's Riley and Monica. Riley is, there we go. So Riley definitely needs 2, and we'll give her 2. And just Monica, pretty much the same. So we'll give her 2 as well. This is just to hold them over and to get them working. Let me see if Emmanuel, we have 2 Emmanuels. Emmanuel the baker, let's see if he has made us some. We've got all sorts of things in here, but look what we don't have. We don't have any pies yet. And it says a recipe. Why does it say a recipe? Hold on. Why would he need a recipe for pie? Let's go upstairs. We're going to go up here. We're going to go here. Can I get here? There it is. And let's go over. And then we're going to this. And right up those stairs there, around the corner, is Emmanuel's Bakery, right here. So we'll come up the stairs here, and we'll go in and see if he's here. If he's not here, that means, and he is here. Yay! Okay, what's your problem?
Right
What is
away.
your problem? You need something to eat too. See, he's not eating the bread. He's got bread on him and he's not eating it. So we're going to give him 2 of these. They're higher level food, the pumpkin pies, and he should eat them. And now let's find out what's going on with this teach thing. We shouldn't have to teach him anything. There, look. Look at that. No wonder. Look what we've got. There is butter. Where does butter come from? It comes from milk. Who makes it? We're going to have to find out. We have cows at Prasino, so they'll have to come over. We can make scones. We can make dough for manchet. We can make flatbread with 2 durums and water. And then we can make muffin dough with sweet berries. Where are we getting berries from? I'm going to have to find that. Sugar. And then we still can use the old wheat. I turned that off because, but I think I'm going to have to put it on because that's one of the foods that at a level 4 or higher they can make, and they'll get better food quality out of it, and that's what we need right now. They can make cookies. I think these are Minecolonies. They are. And this is Minecolonies also. These sweet breads. And the pumpkin pie from a raw pumpkin pie is Minecolonies. So water, and then of course that is cake, but we don't need any cake. Eggs, sugar, and pumpkins. Let's look and see what he's got here in the inventory. That's not it. Let's look here. He has doughs. He has raw pumpkin pie. It's 128. Why aren't you cooking anything? That one's done. Why isn't he removing them? All right, let's come here and let's look. He's got 128 dough. Let's find it. And yet he's not actually cooking. Let's look for it. There it is. We're going to take it and put it in. Did you hear that? That was someone falling. I'll have to find out why. So how many will this hold at a time? It'll hold that many. And we'll put these in here. This is what everyone's going to be eating until such time as we get food. And that is what we're looking at. Okay, so I have some more pies now. And so I can begin to feed all the builders so that I can get the rest of the buildings going. And anyone who's really starving, we'll do something about them as well. Let's come here. Let's look and see. What is she feeding people? What are you eating?
Right away, mate.
Your food is too raw. Let's skip and let's look and see what he's eating. Are you eating roasted peanuts? He's eating roasted peanuts, and he is eating them. This is what he's not eating. Why do you have all that fish stuff, Nathaniel? Why do you have all of these? Why do you have... Never mind. I'm not going to ask that question right now. Okay, who's this? Hello. Whoa, no. No. I just poisoned someone. Blasted. I had that in my hand and I touched her.
Right away.
No. What can I do? I don't know what I can do to help her. Oh my God, poor thing. I'm sorry. Blasted, look how far down. God damn it. I'm going to lose her. Shit. Shit. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I actually touched her with the poison. Hopefully she can go to the doctor and the doctor will fix her. Oh my God. I have never had anyone be poisoned. I don't know what they need. Milk? Milk? Let me see if a bucket of milk will do, or a bottle of milk is cyclic. Let me see if I can get her to take some milk.
Hello there.
Oh my goodness. I
Right
almost
away.
killed her. That's crazy. Inventory. Let me give her this. Let me give her 2 foods. 1, 2. Ela, I am so sorry. I had the blowfish in my hand and I touched her and she was highly allergic. I'm getting rid of all of that. I don't care. And who is that who just came in? Now that's Santana. And what is she giving Santana? She's giving Santana her pies. So let me give her the pies. And it seems like they're not going to do the seeds or those. They do peanuts. And let me see here. I'm sorry. So let's take the seeds out. Does it seem like they're going to do seeds? Isn't that interesting? Peanuts. They were eating them. And who is this? This is Rory. Wait, Rory. Wait. Okay, never mind. Wait, you.
It's a fine afternoon.
Grr. She just wants to eat whatever I hand her. She's like, I'm just going to put it in my mouth. Oh my gosh. I have never done that before. Ever, ever. And I have no idea what makes them better if they get poisoned. I would actually have to look that up. Getting some food maybe? Probably would do that. Let's come here for a second. Let's look at this for a minute. I'm going to, I know there's always one of them sitting here, but I'm going to get him to go out. I should have one of these. I do. And we're going to put this here. So it also means that I don't know whether any of the other food recipes actually work. The problem is it's not worth it to grow any of those foods because there's 10 foods that you have to grow in order for them to be happy. And those 10 foods are what we're trying to get situated, what we're trying to get grown in here. We can only grow 4 of them. 1, 2. Yeah. We can only grow 4 of them here. And the other 6, I'm hoping against hope that we can grow in Prasino. This is the desert here. I'm going to go sheep hunting since it's nighttime. Can't really do anything right at this moment. And so I'm going to get all the sheep. That one's going home anyway. I'm going to drag this one with me. I think there's another one up here, but I'm going to check and see for a moment. There's usually 3 up here, and then there's the other 4 someplace else. So there you are. Let's go this way. Do I see any over in this area? I can hear someone calling, but I don't see anybody except the ones behind me. All right, so let's take these 2 down to here. Now this is their field, unfortunately, that now has this fence here. So we'll just have to bring them to here for right now until that building is done and they can get their field back. These 2 are closer. Let's see if there's one out here. There usually is. And I'm looking, I don't even see our rhinoceros, but I do see you pretending to be a rose bush. No, you're coming back. Come on. And I don't see another. I don't even see the turtle. So I don't see anything. We're really far away here. So let's continue down and we'll catch up to the others and get them to come home too. So, and for those of you who haven't watched before, I am free ranging these animals. I like to do it. I like every once in a while to come out into the poppy fields and look for them, because there are other animals out there. We do have a rhinoceros. We have a let's see. Let's get you to go away. Let's get you. Let's get you, and let's get you. We have a turtle. We have where's the mule? I think the mule is down here now. The mule has a permanent location here, and sure enough the mule is inside, probably because it was raining before. So the mule is inside this barn right here. The sheep can actually come into that barn too, or they can come into this barn up here if the weather is really bad. They come in. These are the two sheep farms in this area. And then the poppy plantation, not plantation, the poppy plant right here. This should be done in a little bit, and that'll be the next thing that we'll be looking at fixing. It's nighttime. I'm going to go over here. Here's a couple interesting things. What is that? Look at that. It's a snake. What? I have never seen one this close to town. Whoa! It's a rattler. All right, I've got something in my hand here. Let's just walk this snake back into the desert. So what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to take this snake across the bridge. Is he still coming with me? Look out. Look out, Jaylene. I'm going to take the snake across here. Yes. And I'm going to put him in the monument where he belongs. So let's come over here. Let's come around. And there is our snake. I see you. I see you back there. Let's get the leash off, and there you go. It's an actual rattler. Rattlers are poisonous. So there we are. And here we go. We're going across now, back across the bridge. This is a beautiful view from this bridge of the Narrows River and all of the things we have built on the side of King Mountain and in the Badlands over there. So it is really one of my favorite views. So let's come up and let's go up to here. We've got lots of visitors. I see people who are asking for food. I might have enough food to give all of them some, and that's what I'm going to look at. So if I have this amount, 30, so yeah, so that's 10 for each restaurant. I think that's what, or 8 for each restaurant. Let's start with that and see if I can get the restaurants to function as restaurants and to actually give out the food and feed people. and we'll see how that works. If not, I will have to feed people individually, make sure the builders are fed, and that is what I suggest. That would be my suggestion if someone said, how do you survive while you're waiting for the fields to grow? I think that they would say they'll eat some foods, you just have to find out which ones, and I think that is probably true. So we just saw one of the guys eating peanuts, which is interesting. So we'll see if that is something that's okay. There's our ship. And we're going to go this way. Whoops, don't walk on the platform. We're going to come over to the other restaurant, which is here. We're going to look and see what's happening with food here. So we have tons of food. Oh, they have some high-level foods. They might be okay. I'm going to give them these just in case they won't eat those foods. We'll see what happens if a whole bunch of people come here and are hungry. We might have to do something different. But let's look here. Look at all of this. So what I was trying to do was get them to make something with these potatoes, and I just couldn't get them. I can't get them to make anything. I probably would have to make it. See what Isabella is saying? Okay, I will work on it. Let's look here. You need fuel. Whoa, okay. So let's cancel. She's asking for that. Let's cancel what she's asking for a minute. I'm going to have her not ask for any potatoes. Let's take potatoes off the list completely. Let's take soybeans off the list. I don't know about tofu yet. I'll have to see. I don't know that they're going to eat any of these things. She should have some fuel, but it looks like she is absolutely dry. So remember, Mr. Villager, when you were saying that why was Santana making so much? Well, now we know why, because apparently some is needed and she doesn't have any at all. Let me see if there's any here in this warehouse for a minute. I don't think there's going to be, but we can check for a minute. Oops, I'm sorry, Adamanta. And here we go. This is what I'm concerned about.
Good to see you.
Sure enough, but I'm just gonna say I'll work on it. I think it's just an acknowledgement that something is going to happen in regards to the food. I should just give them one so that they at least know that something's happening food-wise. I'll give them those. And excuse me guys, I want to see something here. Let's look here and see if there's any birch. There are 2 logs. I'm going to find them. Let's go and find them in the warehouse. I'm not going to wait for something to happen here. I'm going to find them, and I'm going to, I believe the warehouse has one upstairs. Let's look for a crafting table for a minute. Yeah, I probably have one on me, is true. But right now, I want to find an actual working crafting table, which I do not have here. I don't. Okay. So let me go to one of the other areas, one of the other shops. I thought for sure I put one in here, but there isn't one. Okay, so let's go over here and check this out. You're wondering what might happen if Rosa Ouro ran out of gold? The gold that would really affect them is poppies, if they ran out of poppies. That's why Pierce has been so protective of the poppy fields, so that they don't run out of poppies. Okay, so we can give her this. I'm going to, and then I'll just have to hold on to the rest for a minute. So let's come over here. I'm going to give her this fuel, and she can put it in here. I don't know what to do about all of these potatoes except to stop her from making them. But I can't, I don't think. Look at this. Look at the things that are on. Those aren't the foods that were there before. This is all completely different food. Look at it all. So, so look at this. Look at the things now being measured. So you can make Pam's stuff still. You can, which is good because maybe I can get her to make some of these. I can't get her to do anything. What am I doing? But she is making onions. She is making onions. She just isn't going to make the other foods that are needed. I get it. I get it now. All right. And all these potatoes, I might as well take them all away because they don't eat them. They're not going to eat the fish. They're just not gonna, which is why I'm taking them off of the minimum stock, because they keep getting more and I don't want them making any more of this. So I'm going to take these off. I'm going to take the bass off. The bread, they should be making sandwiches and they're not. They should be making sandwiches by grinding the fish. They're not going to do that anymore. There's nobody to cook. So it seems that there are fuel. But you can see there's no recipes anymore. And fuel, food, and all the food is turned on. And minimum stock. I might as well not even have any of this. The fuel, apparently they can still, I don't know why they need it. She is cooking something. So I'm going to leave her to it. And then we'll just have to load all this food up, Mr. Villager, and send it to your village. I wish, oh, how I wish I could do that. Send all that food to your village, all this food that we can't do. You would recommend to send a shipment? Yes, I agree. I definitely agree. I agree. Rabbit stew, not on the list. Not on the list. So, yeah, so we'll see what happens. She's making onions. I don't know why, but we'll find out. This should be Chalia, but it isn't. It's Adamanta.
Great to see you.
Adamanta, let me look at you for a minute. She's okay. She's unhappy, but she's okay. And let's go look at Athena for a second. Athena and Peyton are our two builders, and I'm going to get them. It's a little late. Oh, it's too late. It's too late, everybody. I have to go to Prasino. So we're going to go to Prasino, but I'm going to give her something to eat. 1, 2, 3, so that she knows that I'm working on it. before I go, let's go upstairs to, I'm just going to swim. I'm just going to swim upstairs. Let's get Peyton and get him to have something to eat too. So when we come back tomorrow, we're going to do a continuation of this adventure of trying to get them fed. I'm not going to do anything about that. Let's do 1, 2, 3. I'm going to give him those. He's actually okay. He's actually got a in with Isabella, apparently. And he is getting fed. He definitely is. Now, some of them actually had some food put away. Some of the builders did. You know how sometimes you come in and they have food in their workstation? So I think that has helped some of the people get through this time period where there is a food crisis. So here I am right here looking over the wide river and over, look at it, just before I go, look at it. This is what Peyton is building, and it's just gorgeous. This is ancient Athens boatwright or shipwright, and it is a beautiful building, and it takes a lot of time and materials, but it is just gorgeous, and I can't wait for it to be done, although it is very fun to watch it being done. And you'll turn it into soup. You have advice for solving this? Please tell me what it is, because I will definitely I will help with it. All right, so here we go. We're going to go over to Prasino, where we have the same problem. So we're going to have to see about getting Ryan and Finley to make pumpkin pies and see if they will. And then we're going to have to get all of the assistant cooks to actually be studying again. And we have a couple on Guardian's Rock, or one. Now, we only have one on Guardian's Rock. And all the others are in town. Order the chefs to put sawdust in the meals to make them feed more and for longer. I see. Yeah, I guess. Well, I'm laughing, but that's what our food people are doing. Our food manufacturers are doing that. So here we are with the same problem. So what we did here was we chose a location for the cookery. And what I did with both places, I wanted the cookery to be near the farms. So here's a farm. Oh, that's really fast. I think that's a thunderstorm. Let's see if it's going to be a thunderstorm. That came in really fast.
Thunderbolts and lightning. Very, very threatening.
I agree. But there is no thunder. Okay, so since there's no thunder, we're just going to have to go over to the library, and we're going to get some things done. We've got a problem. Becca and May are not doing these jobs anymore. These jobs have changed, and they're not doing them. So we're going to have someone else do them. See this thing where these are potatoes here, and you still need potatoes and carrots in order to have medications. You still need poppies. You still need those things. You still need wheat for animals and stuff like that. Those are the things we're going to have to check. These tomatoes are the wrong kind, and we'll have to grow some new ones. But first, why don't I get all of the assistant cooks to actually go back to school? So I'm going to come over here, and we're going to come up here. There's Ren. Ren is...
Some bad weather we're having today.
yes, it is. I agree. Let's see how many we can put here. So Sincere can be here, even though it's a pretty far for him. Eliza, where are you, Eliza? Where's Eliza at? What restaurant is she at? Sincere is at that. Eliza might be living on the other side. I think I might have to move her. And Trey also. I'll have to move them for the time being. And then Kaysen is the other one, and he, of course, is at the Rock. Trey and Eliza need to move into housing closer to here. Is there any room in any of this housing? Let me see if there is. There is room here. So for a little bit we can have Trey be here. And Eliza. So Eliza's perfect to be here. Let's see if we can put Trey in the other building. They are not in a partnership with anyone, so they can move. And sure enough, so we can have Trey be here, and he's only 30 blocks away. Good. So that takes care of them. Let me go up to Guardian's Rock, and we'll get, it's raining. We'll go up to Guardian's Rock and we'll get Kaysen to start working at the Druids Library. He'll be studying there while we are waiting. And there we go. So everyone is, you see everyone complaining. What they're complaining about is the food. That's just it. They're complaining about the food. So let us, which way do we want to go? Let's go this way. And let's go up the stairs here. And we're headed for the restaurant. Wait.
What's
That's
it today?
him.
Thank you. For
Hold
this
on.
Amazing colony.
And that's definitely him. Okay, so I'm going to go up to the library and get him assigned to the library. So there's Alonzo. So we'll come up this way and we'll continue. This is the first entrance for the Zeppelin, for the firefighters. And we're coming around on this side, and this is where the platform is for the balloon. And we were talking about putting in another balloon here, and I do see the build construction tape for a balloon, for a courier balloon that is going to be there. This is the restaurant where Kaysen used to work, and he doesn't work there anymore. And so we're going to head all the way around here to the other restaurant, where, the other library, I should say, which is at the top of this mountain. Now, when I get up here, I might have to have Kaysen move up here, because this is seeming... Is that thunder? No. Okay, so there is Fallon and Imani. And let's come here. Let's come up here and have Kaysen join right here. And there he is. I don't know where Eliza belongs, why she doesn't have a job. Oh, she does. She's a student. So she does have a job here. She just doesn't have one right here. So, okay. So everyone is working. That's one thing. And next we're going to change the farms. So we're going to go all the way back down, and then we're going to get the farms in Prasino to work. Do you have any idea how to solve this? Hold on a second. Let me read. You have device. Oh, feed them longer. Yes, you don't have too many options available. At least you don't have quick ones. But at least they have a new kind of sauce on their plate. But do you have any idea of how to solve this? Solve what? Solve the thing that's happening where they don't have food? What I'm doing right now? The way I'm solving it is to get the farms working as fast as possible and to get the builder to concentrate on building a cookery immediately. And that is what Postco is going to be doing. He's going to build the cookery from the design is the, I'm getting a light. The design is Frontier? No. Which one is it? Colonial. I think I'm using Colonial, but I'll have to check when we come down. And now we're where the stairs should be right here, and they are. So we can come down and head towards town. I do have a lantern in my hand, otherwise it would be super dark. So, and we did put lights in these areas. This one needs a real light there. See, we have real street lights here. Do I want to fix that now? I think I do. It's nighttime. I'm going to fix this street light right here. There we go. And let's put the light on top. Okay, and that takes care of that one. These aren't necessary. I'll have these for now. And we'll continue on our way to town. There is a, there they are. This is one, is it finished? Let me see if this is finished. This is only a level 3 and we're doing an upgrade. So someone's working, I'm sure it is, Emery is working on an upgrade for that. You're satisfied with the vegetables, greens, and bread that you have here, but you think that you'd a little hand, a little small, tiny hand with that. I would love to. I would love to be able to send you all of these potatoes that nobody is interested in eating. Not a single person. And I don't remember the last time I actually saw one of the members of the town actually even have anything like potatoes in their sacks. And that's the thing. Okay, so we have to grow wheat. We have to grow this wheat. We don't have to necessarily grow potatoes right away, and because we should have tons of them now, because no one's going to eat them. So we should have potatoes for days. So let's go into this field, and this is the new fields, one of the new fields. And this field actually has been changed already. it says that this farmer will grow rice. All right, and so let's come over here and see if I change this field to be Minecolonies tomatoes. It was Pam's, but we're going to grow Minecolonies tomatoes, and sure enough, this field has been changed too. Now, are these Minecolonies tomatoes? I don't know for sure, but I don't have a farmer here, and this is what we're going to look at right now. So we got the people to go and study for a little bit, but I might have to put them here. And look at Eliza. I wonder if Eliza's parents. Lightfoot, that sounds like Trudy. That sounds like no, wait. Oh, I might be confusing. No, Plectrudis and Postcode. That sounds like their kid. Farming, if she farms here, she's still living close in the area. She has the goods for it. She definitely does. I think I'm going to hire her to do this. Let's look at Trey. Let's find someone else. Trinity is a teacher. King, we might have to have King take over the other one. I need farmers so badly. We're going to have King take over this field right here, because look at the 10. He definitely has the ability, and he is the highest right now. No one else does. Imani is a librarian. If worse comes to worse, we might have to, but King is available right now, and King is graduated, and I believe that she, well, she was working. Eliza was working, so she should have already been a graduate, and yeah, she was. She was a good graduate too. Okay, so we've got tomatoes here, and we have rice is going to be growing in this field, which is going to be really interesting because the rice is growing in a soaked field, a waterlogged field, so you don't have to be near water anymore to grow rice. How many, what do I have? How many potatoes do I have? I have 12,000. Yes, and I have 5,000 baked, and that's the thing. The carrots, let me see how many I have. I am out of carrots. Whoa! We have to have somebody grow carrots. Whoa, there's no carrots for medication. Shoot. There's only 3 fields in this area, and I can't. I'm not going to put another one. I can't put another one in. Let's go over to them. Let's go to Anahi and Kasem. Anahi and Kasem have more fields, and we're going to look at what they're growing. So see the weird field in the middle? So he is already growing something. So let me see what he's growing here. Whoops. Let's see what he's growing here. He's growing eggplant. Okay, so he's going to take away all of the melons eventually. And over here, I don't think we're growing anything yet. We could grow pumpkins because they do eat pumpkin pie, as we have seen, but we don't need any pumpkins right now. Whoops. What we need is some other foods. We need carrots. So let's pick a seed and let's pick carrot. Right here, let's select it and let's do that. Now there should be some carrots to start the field, and that'll be good. Now we're growing berries here. I don't know where those sweet berries are coming from, so I'm going to come up here and look at seeds. Nope, it's not here. So I'm going to have to find out where sweet berries come from. If they come from bushes, what? Are they now doing bushes? Let's look here for a second. I'm going to look at the JEI for a minute. Is this in the right place? Yeah. And let's do at Minecolonies. You don't know what to get surprised first, the amount of carrots or the amount of potatoes? Yes. I was surprised by the amount of carrots. I knew we had potatoes, so that wasn't a thing. So I don't see sweet berries as a part of their foodstuffs, but they are using sweet berries in a muffin. Where are they getting this muffin thing? Where are they getting this from? And who's making butter? The cookery. See that there? The cookery is making butter. This is why we have to hurry. This is why we have to do something right away. Okay, we're not going to grow berries anymore in these fields. We can't afford to. What we need to grow is, so far we're growing wheat, we're growing tomatoes, we need to grow bell peppers, soybeans, cabbage, and we're growing rice. Aren't we growing rice also? So yeah, so that's what we need to grow in this field. So let's start and grow soybeans. Let's see if we can do it here. Remember, we couldn't find it. Soybean, there it is. See, so you never have to worry. If you can't grow it here, it's not going to show up on the list. So that's how it works. So she is now growing soybeans in this field. Let's come over to the elderberry field here, and let's look and see what we're going to grow here. Pick a seed. Wait, what's he growing? Hold on a second. That's X. Yeah, he is growing elderberries. Okay, pick a seed. And let me see what I have. Do we have anyone growing cabbage or eggplant yet? Let's grow eggplant. Here's the eggplant. Now, this is the Minecolonies one right here. So we'll select that one. And that one's being grown here. Okay, I'm going to have to list these. I'm going to have to put a sign of what's growing in these places. So let's get some signs. Let's get, let's just do dark oak for a minute. Let's put it here. And this field is growing. I just did it, and see, I don't remember it. That's the reason why. I want to. Soybeans, I think, is what's here. B-E-A-N-S. Do you remember in the underwater base, we actually had to keep track of all the fields for this reason too. Soybean is growing here, and across the way We are growing eggplant. Let's just make sure we're growing eggplants here. And we'll put this on the sign here. And we'll grow eggplants. P-L-A-N-T. There we are. Okay. It's better you get the carrots planted and fast before you run out. Yeah, I know. There might be carrots at Rosa Ouro, and they can ship them over, and that would be good. Let's come here. Let's come to minimum stock, and let's remove strawberries. And we still need pumpkins, so we'll keep the pumpkin in her place. She's a level 5, which means that she can have one of 5 fields in use. I don't like them to have too much more than 3. I think 3 is okay. See, this blueberry field isn't being done by anyone. Let's give her the carrot field here. And then we'll go over to Kasem and see what he's doing. So she's doing pumpkins. She's doing soybeans. And what other field did I give her? What field did I give her? Hold on. I just gave her the blueberry field. Let me give her this field. Let me give her the eggplant. So she's going to have eggplant, soybeans, and what's this here? And wait, do I have eggplant in 2 places? No. Hold on a second. I do. See, this is the thing. This is why I'm going to have markers. This is definitely eggplant here. So I have eggplant, soybeans, and pumpkin right here. So let me look at her fields. It's saying that she can do the blueberry, but not, oh, he must have the others. So let's get his fields to go away for a second. I'm going to have to change that other field. So let's come here. Let's take these off. And that way I can see what she is going to be growing, and he'll grow something else in a minute. So she could have the pumpkin field. And we're going to say this is supposed to be pumpkins because no one else is growing pumpkins. So they're growing pumpkins for both cities right here. And then here we have too many things. So this is going to be, this is already planted as eggplant. So I'm going to put the eggplant here because this is already planted as eggplant. E-G-G-P-L-A-N-T. Let's do that one, and then let's take this one here and change this right here. Let's come up here and let's change the seed, and let me see what else I can grow. I'm growing rice in the front. I'm growing chickpeas at the other. I don't have any cabbage yet. Bell pepper. Ooh, B-E-L-L. There it is. Let's grow bell peppers. We couldn't grow them at the other one, right? I don't think we could. So we'll put up the sign here that we're growing bell peppers. B-E-L-L, P-E-P-P-E-R. Okay. So now what is she growing? So now let's look. She is doing carrots. Let's see what's around her. So this is soybean, that's bell pepper, and that is pumpkin. Those are hers. soybeans, bell pepper, and pumpkin. It's not showing the pumpkin field. Why not? Why isn't it showing this field? Oh, sorry. Done. Let's remove that. Let's come here. Where did I put it? I put it here. Let's do that again. Oh, because it's carrots. Because we don't need any pumpkins right now. We need carrots. That's right. So that's why it's showing it. And let's do carrot, because this is not pumpkin. I can do carrot or pumpkin. Now, pumpkin later. Pumpkin later. Let's do carrot now and pumpkin later. And let's have that picked. And then here, he's doing eggplant and this field right here. So is she actually doing 3 fields to his 2? 1, 2. She's going to grow carrots and he's going to grow eggplant, and this field right here, which hasn't been done yet. This used to be blueberries, and now one more thing. These designs, take them out of storage and leave it in your backpack. It will be safer that they don't consume it. Yes, I think you are right. I think you are correct. Pick a seed. So what have we got so far? We have to have a wheat, and we're growing it. We have to have the durum is being grown by Rosa Ouro. We have onions, we have eggplant, we have rice. It's the cabbage. It's cabbage that we don't have. Cabbage. C-A-B-B-A-G-E. Dun 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 dun. There it is. No. No. Oh. We are not going to be able to have cabbage. The thing that it says about cabbage is that it's grown in a colder climate. It's not cold enough here. Let's look here for a second. Cabbage is suitable for cold biomes, so we won't be able to have it. We have the chickpeas, we have the durum, eggplant, garlic, onions, soybeans, tomatoes, rice, and bell peppers. Do I have anyone growing any bell peppers yet? So she's growing carrots, she's growing bell pepper, and she's growing soybeans. Okay, so those are being grown. Carrots, bell pepper, and soybeans. What else should I grow? The happiness only reminds 3 seconds. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. Oh, man. It's just something to figure out. That's really it. Pick a seed. What would I like to have more of? I think I'm going to let them grow rice. So in the same way that that Rosa Ouro is growing 2 fields of durum wheat, we're going to grow 2 fields of rice, because I think that's going to become the thing, the staple that we want. And so that seed is picked. That's the wrong one. Pick a seed. Rice. It's the wrong rice. There's the Minecolonies rice. Pick that seed. Okay. And now I have to get a sign for this. Let's get a sign here that this field is growing rice. Where do I want that sign to be? Why don't we just put it right here? Because that's pretty visible. So this is a rice field right here. And that's good. And that takes care of everybody. So Kasem and Anahi are working on this. And Posco is working on this. And he should be working on it already, but he isn't. Why not? Did I actually not assign him? It's possible I didn't. I did not. Grr. Build the building. Okay, and let's go to around the corner here. This is Posco's shop right here. So I don't think there's going to be a problem with him building this pretty quickly. And let's come here to work orders. The apparel shop will have to wait until we're fed. So we are not doing the apparel shop right now. I could have had him doing this 2 days ago. I thought he was. Good gracious. Onions are being grown in the desert. They're actually being grown in the desert. They're growing onions, garlic, and 2 durums in the desert. They cannot grow tomatoes, bell peppers. They can't grow. They can grow chickpeas, and I think they are, but they can't grow soybeans. And do we have someone doing soybeans? Let's go back to the front fields for a second, and just make sure that everyone is working on something. So this is wheat for the animals, and this right here, oh look, it's already being cleared out. King is already clearing out this field for rice. So that's our second rice field. But I think you're right. I think I might have to check for a second and see. And Eliza is already clearing this field out for tomatoes. So we have tomatoes, bell peppers, soybeans. Is anyone growing any soybeans? We can't grow cabbage. I don't remember whether they're growing soybeans in the desert. I think they couldn't. And I think that means that we're only going to be able to do 1 field of rice. That this field here, I'm going to have to trade it out for soybeans. I don't have anyone growing any soy yet. So let's pick a seed and let's pick soy. Why does that look familiar? Hold on, I just did. I do have somebody. Did you see Vince? Did you see Vincentius Primus? Vincentius Primus, everybody. I think I'm growing soybeans already. I'm going to have to keep a freaking list. Hold on a minute. I'm just going to mermaid over. I'm just going to come over here, and this is why I'm making signs. So, bell peppers, soybeans, yay! And carrots. Okay, and when I look here, field assignments, soybeans, carrots, and peppers, bell peppers. There we go. Okay, and here we have eggplant and something. rice. We're growing rice here. Okay, rice and eggplant. And let me just make sure he's actually working these fields. Rice and eggplant. Okay, rice is very intense, so we'll let him do the rice and we'll let him do eggplant. And then over here, Vincentius, Mr. Villager said hi.
Hi, Mr. Villager.
Did you hear him? He said hi. He said hi. So there she is. She's pulling up the last of the tomatoes, and she is already changing the soil. She is reconditioning the soil for this for the food, and that is going to be good. And over here, this is now a rice field, but we were thinking we didn't have any soybeans, but we do. We have chickpeas. We can't grow cabbage. We have tomatoes. We have everything right now. So this can be rice. We'll have the 2 rice fields like we have 2 durum. And then food like wheat, potatoes, carrots, and pumpkins are all going to be grown on the 2 fields. They're just going to be rotated on the 2 fields that we have here. And King is working on this one right now. And let me just go in. I might as well mark the fields. So this is wheat here. Nope. Okay, there's wheat. This is rice. This is rice here. And over here, this is actually tomatoes. This is the tomato field being transferred over to a different kind of tomatoes that are hardier and easier for them to grow. So that's what's going to be grown there. And we can see them getting the fields ready. Now, I don't know where the seeds come from. The seeds supposedly are something you can get from the grass and from wild grass and wild plants. But with what? And that's what I would have to check. And then do I want to do that? Do I want to rip up all the plants and stuff trying to find these seeds? I don't know. I'll see. If you notice, there aren't any. So when we look at the Minecolonies thing here, there aren't any seeds. So it looks like you have to ask the farmer to plant them, and then the farmer will plant them in the field, and then that'll be it? I don't think so. I think I'm missing a step somewhere. But those are some of the things that I want to look at. And then down here you see where it says butter, and it has cheddar cheese. It has congee and cooked rice, eggplant dolma, and feta, so lots of cheeses, flatbread, hand pie. Wow. Ooh, look at what it, oh, actually takes mutton and mushrooms, a hand pie. So there you are. So you still have to have sheep for mutton. That is interesting. There is a lamb stew as well. That's all sheep. And then what is the scone is butter and wheat. And that is some kind of bread. Look at the new bread. Look at the new bread that the cookery is going to do. Plain pasta needs a bowl, so we're going to have someone making bowls, and garlic. And then tomato pasta has onion, tomato, and where are these coming from? So you make raw noodles from durum. Now it's showing the chef doing this, but see the building? The building is a cookery. So those are the new ones. And then a hummus pita, which is flatbread and chickpeas, and that makes sense. Eggplant and onions and garlic. And on the second page, there is pottage. And what is pottage? Pottage is a type of soup, onions, carrots, and look, there's potatoes, old-fashioned potatoes. I don't know that I'm going to make pottage because of the way they've been dealing. But now we have rice dishes. We have rice balls, and they actually use dried kelp. Look at that. So who does dried kelp? The cookery. The cookery is going to ask for dried kelp. There's stew, and the stew calls for cabbage, so we can't make it. And then we can make stuffed peppers, and that's rice and tomatoes with bell peppers and carrots. So there's carrots and eggplant. And then we have sushi rolls. Yay! For the Good Luck restaurant, we'll be able to serve sushi. And it needs fish. So we are going to need the fish that we have. And then, of course, butter, which needs, what's that? That's not butter, that's tofu. And that is the soybeans. And then it looks like the cookery is making muffins for right now. Ask a baker. Oh, ask a baker in a bakery to prepare this for you. Let's go to Finley and and ask for that. And then the breads. We don't have any of the durum wheat yet, so that we can get those done. That bread is a baker. Bakes bread and other things at higher levels can be taught recipes starting at 3. So it's daytime. Feta, yes, yummy. And let's go through here. Finley is right here. So let me see how Finley's thing has changed, her recipe list here. So let's come here, crafting recipes, and there we go. So there's the new things that are needed. The butter has to come from the cookery. I'm going to have to find out where these sweet berries come from. I really am. Should I look it up? Should I look it up right quick on the JEI? Yeah, why don't I do that? So let's come here and let's look for sweet berries. Wait, I can't do it from here. I have to do it from here. Where do these come from? It says a cookery. It's showing me a crate. Where do they come from? These are Adorn's recipe gives you a crate of berries. But where do they come from? Inquiring minds want to know, people. If they are field bush or something like that, please tell me. Because as you notice, we don't have any bushes. Let's look here for a minute and let me see if we have bush. I have roses and small bushes. I don't think I have berry. Sweet berry isn't listed under the berry list. And that's the problem. See that there? There's no sweet berries anywhere. Sweetberry Basket Fantasy. But nada. Sweetberry. Yeah, all right. So I'll have to look for it and figure out where it is. So she can make all of that. Let's go over to Ryan and check. It said to ask them to make bread. They're not going to have any wheat until they have rice to trade for wheat. And so we'll have to keep that in mind. But let's go over to Ryan. This is our second bakery right here. And let's come inside. We could put one on the rock. We could, if I could find a place to put it. And all of this, by the way, this whole food thing interrupted the fact that we were supposed to be straightening out the couriers to make sure that we had enough. And we were going to make some new courier locations just to make sure that there are enough people to do all the logistics involved with having one cookery and 5 restaurants. In Rosa Ouro, here we have the Taverna, we have the what do we call it? Land and Sea restaurant. We have the restaurant at the Rock. I don't think that's all. I think that's all we have so far. Let's look at crafting. And I'm going to put these back on the list. They can't make them yet. I will have to research for those. I had them disabled because it didn't matter when we had all the other kinds of food. But now we're going to need golden bread and we're going to need chorus bread. So I'm going to have to research them. So let me come out. I didn't do that in Rosa Ouro. We'll do it here. And I am pretty sure, nah, I'm not sure. Let's come here and see what kind of research this is going to require. So let's come in. We were doing some renovations in this area and we stopped doing them. So let's come to civilian. Let's come to, nope, technology. Let's do technology. You know what the problem is, right? Let me do this for a minute. There we go. I have to be a survivalist. I have to have feet in order to not damage something in here. So let me come here. Let's go to technology and let's look and see. So we had decided not to study Gargamel, which would be growing mushrooms specifically. We're going to have to grow them. Although I'm not sure that there's anything asking for those just yet. I don't need bone meal. I don't want fertilizer or magic compost. I'm not interested. What I am interested in is finding out where, I guess we've done it already. I think there's one more place. I thought there was one more place where we could plant or something or research food, but I don't see it. These aren't going to be unlocked. This is the one where you can only have one per slot. I mean, one for this whole list. I'd have to pick one of these, and I'd probably pick the mother lode. I'd probably pick that, but everything else seems to be done as far as those things are concerned. I don't need gates. We still can do veins with gold ore. Did we get any? We did not. Not yet. Okay. And civilian. We still need hay bales, but we're not gonna, for the health points, we could do opera, and that, I'm not gonna do theater, unfortunately. But we can do opera, which requires 27 cakes. I'm not making the kids grow faster. I don't freaking care. And minimum order quantity. I don't know about that. I'd have to check and see. No one's gonna do vines. So I think I've researched the stuff already. I thought I had something missing, but it looks like I've researched all of those things that I thought were there. So this is actually good. This is good. And technology, combat, unlockables. Yeah, we don't have to worry about that. All right, so I don't have to worry about those today. And that's what I'm looking at for right now. Let's come here and let's go back to being a mermaid. And it's early in the morning. I should really go back up to the rock and check. I don't know whether anybody's working, and that's the thing that I have to check to make sure that people are actually working and actually getting fed something. So we can request, and let me see which one of these request boxes is working. I think it's the one in the Druid Learning Center is the last one down. And so I think it's the only mailbox that's actually working right now. Let's see. Let's look. Sure enough, look at this. So this is definitely working. We're going to take these out and we'll put them in the stash box up near the tavern, the taverna, and we'll put them there. And that will give us an idea. Oh wait, why didn't I ask for pumpkin pies? Run. Do they have milk? Do they have eggs? They have tons. Tons. They can make pumpkin pies for Rosa Ouro. They can make so many pumpkin pies. They just need firewood, but they can definitely make them. So let's do 64. Let's do 2. Let's do 3. Let's do 2 64s. Request 1, 2. There's the eggs going out. There's more than enough eggs. And I think that's all that's being asked for. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, there are pretty things to put out, like that pumpkin pie of Moa's. That's actually really pretty. The pumpkin soup from Pam's, they won't make it yet, and so that's the thing that I don't know whether, and there's an interesting thing. There we go. See the pumpkin, the raw pumpkin pie? It got requested. Okay. So, yep, it's morning and our cute little robin is singing. So let's go back to town, to the taverna, where we do have a stash box. And I'm going to stash these things. The last time I was here and Davis and was going across the river to fish and Adam was going out into the water to fish, that was actually supposed to be fixed with the update. So I'm going to see how that's working. That's what I'm going to do now that I kind of have an idea of what everyone is waiting for. Let's have these pieces right here go there, and someone will come along and pick those up. So see, when I have them here like this,
What's it today then?
and I'm just going to have to say I'll work on it. Let me see how bad. Ooh, yeah. Hold on a second. Let me see if there are any pies here. Pumpkin. Yay, there's 10. Oh, jeez. But we have 4,000 pumpkins. So we don't really need to grow any, which is why we're growing carrots instead. And let me go down and find these pumpkins. I don't see any here. And here's 2 right here. See all this food? All the milk? There's that one I took out. And here's the other ones here. And there should be one more. And there it is right there. So let's get that one. Where am I getting player heads from? Am I getting them from the water? Look at all these books. We actually collecting heads? Wow. I am. Look at the books.
Yeah. No, better.
This is intense. Look at this. Oh, curse of binding. Get that out of here. Let's put this here. Let's look. Quick shot. Piercing. I'll leave that. Quick shot. Definitely not. Quick shot. Fortune. Experience protections. Multi-jump. Protection. Punch. Sharpness is okay. Backstabbing? Abso-freaking-lutely not. Thorns and respiration, it's okay. Sweeping edge. I'm gonna take that out.
That was it.
Frostwalkers. Bane of Arthropod. Knockback. That's if someone else hits you. They're all defensive. So I'm fine with the defensive ones. The non-defensive ones I'm keeping. So we're going to put them right here. And I'm going to put them in my bag. And that's where they're going to go. Okay, so let's go back now up. And let's see what's happening on the farms. Let me see if Postco is having a problem with something. Because he is not Dondanas. Dondanas and Postco kind of, you know, they like to say that they're the best builder.
Good to
So
see you,
we'll
mate.
see how you're doing, best builder. What do you need that isn't being delivered? I'm going to ask him to re-ask for it. He did. Look, he's got dirt on him, and he's got
Hi.
flowers. So the fact that he has those flowers means that he's dug out the area. I'm looking at food. I'm going to give him 2 of these because I would like him to do something. Let's go back here and see what he did. Wow, look at this. And there it is. There's the location for the new cookery. Now you see why I did it here, because it actually goes up several steps And so it fits really nicely into this hillside, even though it does shorten a little bit or lessen the amount of land that the graveyard has. It doesn't actually interfere with the graveyard except right there. And that is okay. We'll check on the rest of that in a little bit. There's Postco now. He's going to ask for something again. So you see that the road is broken up here. They can at least use this part for right now. I'm going to take this away. We don't need this part. Have to be careful not to hit the actual Benedict. Don't hit him. He'll attack you. Okay, and when this is a level 5, we will build up the, whoa, okay. We'll build the road, we'll repair the road back. Let's come over here. Remember that post office that we spent the whole last time we were here looking at post offices? And we found a Littleton post office, and we were like, oh, that's perfect. Well, let me show you what happened when I went to take the pictures later. This is the one that we picked. This one right here. Let's go to Littleton, L-I-T-T. This is Thaler. Thaler's, we're using a courier. So storage, courier hut, level 5, and it was just so cute. And look at the little tiny little area here with the little boxes. Isn't that adorable? And then on the inside, look at what it looks like, and you can see that it's just this little single area here. Okay, so when I got done, I was like, what am I talking about? Look at this area. Look how many buildings we have. Look at all these buildings here in this area. Where are they? Where's the courier that they can go to and get their mail? Where's the mailbox? And so I just happened to look at Caledonia. Remember Caledonia? It's also Thaler. And Caledonia has a different courier. And look at this. Remember we were going to say, how can we put 2 more courier hut blocks in that little tiny place? Look what happened when we came here. So storage, courier, level 5. So this is a level 5 Caledonia. Look at that. It's actually really quite nice. And when you go inside, there's room for a courier right here. And you have this as the main area here. And then upstairs here, you have places where people are working. And look at this. Look at the other 2 courier stations that you can put right here. It's perfect. And it has way more room downstairs. And behind here where this window is, this is in the ground, this part right here. It's up against the hill. So we will probably have mailboxes put in on that wall. And this little seating is actually really cute. But we changed our minds and we put in this. Now, the other thing also, I had a courier that I had picked up. Because remember, I had a courier something that I picked up. And it was a level 4. And so when I picked it up, that meant that it could go up to a level 5. So here is our new post office. Don DeNass did the level 5 of this. So here's some things that we can fix right here. See this part here? That's like this. We're going to actually make this into the walking area that we have in this part of town. So we're actually going to take this out. That's the sidewalk. And I'm actually going to take these away and put in this, because this is the sidewalks that we're using. And then from here, I think I have some. Let's find some of these. I should have some right here. There's a slab, and there is a polished andesite, so that should take care of this step area. So if this is a stair, it is not good. So this part right here, we're just going to go ahead and put in the polished right there. Do I want to do the whole thing? I don't know. I don't know. I'll wait until I see what I do with the walls in here. It's more than likely that we'll make them into a specific color. And here we go. So this is a courier right here. Let's come upstairs. And this is just a chest. And this is just a chest. So we're going to take these chests out. I have a little, wow, we have a little, some little kind of, this little kind of buggy thing flying around. Chest, courier. Let me see how many I have on me. So let's come here. I have none. Ooh, I don't have any. Okay, so these are going to have to be from scratch, and that's what we'll do. We'll have a courier from scratch that we'll have to do. And let me see if I can do it right here. Let's come to here, and I don't know whether Caledonia has one. Let's look and see if they have an extra. They do not. Switch. I know that Athens does, but underwater bases is probably the least. I prefer, simply because it has one of these. There it is, and let's bring it down and turn it around, and you can see it's just the courier. So let us assign a builder. There's one of them, and here's the second one right here. And this is a chest. Let's take that away. Let's come here and let's go to storage, courier, and turn this one around. And let's assign a builder. So Dondanas is going to put in these couriers here. So the build options, the builder is Dondanas, build the building. And let's have Dondanas build this one too at the same time. Build that one. So he's going to build those. We'll have to come and check every so often and check how that's going on. In the meantime, I want to go to the town hall and see how many we have. How many couriers it says we have now. That's a visitor right there. Let's get a lantern so we can see. It's nighttime. Let's run. I'm going to cut across, cut through the fields and go to, look, see? Look, that field is completely changed. Let's look at this one. Nope, that one's not completely done yet. So that one's still waiting to be done. But we did ask for rice, and so this field will change too. That is the correct rice. And so that field will also change. Wait. Hold on a second. Fields, rice, and wheat. And then this field is tomatoes. Okay. I just am making sure. Oh, going the wrong way. Run. Run, run, run. Run, little gingerbread man. Let's go to town hall for a minute. I want to see how many couriers I actually have. So what it will tell me is, it won't show the 2 that haven't been built yet. So let's see, nope. Let's see, yes. Couriers, it says 18. So I need 10 and 10, or at least 10 and 8, which it looks like that I have now. So I should have 10 in town now, and that is what I'm looking for. So I have 3 in the new mail, in the new post office. This is the post office right here. There are 3 couriers here. They haven't been assigned yet. There's Joey, who is a courier in the smelting factory. There is a courier in, I think I let the courier go. Do I still have a courier here? Let me look and see if I can see in the window. Is there still a courier? Yes, there is still a courier. So that courier is 5. So that makes 5, doesn't it? 3 and 2. And there's a courier in the caves. So that's 6. And now there's 4 more. There is a courier right here at the taverna, a courier here, 7, a courier upstairs in here, 8, and then there is the balloon, and then there is Plectrudis's museum, and that is the full 10. We now have 10 couriers in town. I haven't assigned them yet, but we do have the space for them. We're going to have 8 couriers at the Rock. So right now, I think we have Lila, who is the courier right here, and we're going to make a mail box here, like the one that we have up. Oh, that's right. I'm putting in a real mailbox there. When this is built, we'll probably take this one and move it into this building. As soon as that's done, that was Gandolphus. That's no firefighter. That's a druid. And then, so we have 2 there. Around the corner, we have a courier who is here, so that's 3 at the warehouse courier. And then around here, we should have, oh wait, up here, above the warehouse, we have the courier platform for the courier balloon that's going to come in, 5. And then upstairs, we have where the mail, this is the mail for the Zeppelin. We're going to put in a second courier here, so that would be 7 and 8, I think. We're going to put a courier in here. Is this working? Let me see. Inventory, there's nothing in it. Okay, that's just for show then. We're going to add a second one of these buildings right here and put a second courier in there. So we'll have 8 for the Druid warehouse at Guardian's Rock. And then we'll have the others in town, the 10 in town. So the 10 in town can't get started just yet, before any bees come out. Let me make that go away. I have it in my pocket, those nests. So let me put here, see, I picked it up. There's the nest right there. And Elise is working on this building right here. She's working on the the pottery shop, and Becca, our farmer, has decided that she wants to use her skills, her hands, in a different way, and she is qualified to work as to run this pottery store. And so when it is completed, this Becca is running the store right now. She is telling Elise all the things she would like to have in the store, so that when it's done, it'll be done to her satisfaction. And there she is right there. Look at her. Look at her in her pretty dress. Remember, Mr. Villager had asked us to go to the Hellenic style again. What just happened there? What? What in the world is this? Look at this. Look at this hole. Jace, what are you doing? I'm going to have to call him out of here. How did that happen? We have a hole. Let me call Jace for a second, and then I'll close it up. Jace is our forester, and maybe he was chopping down a tree or something. So let's recall the worker. There he is. Let's find this hole that he just fell in and actually hurt himself. And it's right here. Let's take this, and I'm going to bring it up. That's what happened. It got removed, I think, because it was up high like these are. Let's pull this. Let's just leave that like that, and I think it's going to be okay. Yeah, it's underneath this walkway is empty. And so I heard that fall. All right. So, see, not a lot of people are walking around. I don't see any couriers. That means that they're stuck. So, here is Lila. Yes, I know. So, let's look here. I'm going to give her one pie. And I'm going to say, okay, let's come to, so Lila's off. Let's look here and look at Joey. Joey's getting in line. He wants something to eat. We'll give him one as well. Okay. Let's look. Patricia as well. Let's come. Look at everybody's coming, standing up here, trying to get something to eat. Patricia.
Okay.
Lila, you just got something. What did you do with it? You have some food. Joey.
What's it today then?
Let me see Joey for a second. Joey, did you get anything? Let's see. Yes. Okay, you guys have some food. This is a new thing, them standing outside of the warehouse. So we'll see how long that lasts. And look at here. Whoa! I don't know that it's supposed to look like this. Whoa! Isn't that interesting? This is supposed to be the rice. Oh, that's curious. Is that working the way it's supposed to? Ooh, I think that's broken. I think that might be broken. These are the way they're supposed to be when they're wet. And this one hasn't gotten started yet. This one here. And what does she need? Anahi, do you have too much to do, Anahi? Because if you do, I'm going to give it to him. She's supposed to be doing carrots. That is so interesting. Now this one has gotten started. So the bell pepper one is started. Those are not peppers. Those are elderberries. She's waiting to take out. And these are strawberries she's waiting to take out. She is not doing this field. I'm going to take this field off of her. Let's take this field away from her. and I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to give him the extra field. Let's see what's going on here. What's the matter with you? Let's look. You are hungry, and that is for sure. Cancel. This one is fine. The rice. This one is fine. And those are fine. Cancel that. Let's get those off of here. Let's come to minimum stock and remove blueberries. The pumpkins can stay. Remove elderberries. And the pumpkins, let's remove the elderberries. And that's good. Let's go to the fields and let's have him do carrots. And he should even have some, but he doesn't. These can stay. He's not going to do anything with them. And I think that's where we're at right now. We have 7 carrots. So that's going to be interesting to see if they're going to be brought to him. I don't think this is right. I think the field doesn't look the way it's supposed to. Unless it's underwater. Look, I can't walk on it. Oh, I can't sink in. Ooh. Oh, that is interesting. I think that is the field. Whoa. Well, I will find out. I'll take a picture and show them and see, is it supposed to look like this? And there you go. I think that Anahi just didn't want to get the pumpkins, and that's why she wasn't working the field, and that's fine. She can have those 2 fields in the back. And let me see what it's. You can't work like that. And what do you have here? You have everything. You need a new instrument. Yes, you do.
I'm waiting for something.
Look, I have a fishing rod. You should be able to use higher materials than this. Let's recipes. Let's disable this one, or remove it. We'll remove that. And that takes care of the others. I don't care. If she wants to make pumpkins, that's fine. She should have these, but let's take these off, both of these, and add an iron. Let's add iron. Let's add 2 farm instruments. Let's add 2 of these. And there's an iron one, and so we'll add those. And then let's add 2, did it say axes? 2, and let's do an axe, A-X-E. Let's do iron axes, and there we go. And add those, and we're good to go. Okay, I think that's what she was asking for. Okay, all right. So that's as far as we've gotten. And this is the thing. So these fields are ready. So as soon as all of the stuff is off of them, we'll see what happens with them planting. Now, if I have to go and get the plants, if I have to go out into the field and somehow get the plants, that's the thing that I don't know for sure right just yet. So that's something I'll have to look at. Bushes. When I looked up bushes, I don't get anything. When I look up berry, I don't get the bushes. It doesn't show me bushes. And it does show sweet berries somewhere, but it doesn't show them unless I put in sweet berry. This is frustrating, because I don't know where those come from. These here. Let me see if I put them in the air. If it shows me anything, it doesn't show me. If I put them, aha! Oh, look what I just did. I just planted a berry bush. Don't berry bushes have thorns? Aren't they thorny? They're actually thorny, aren't they? Let me see the outskirts of this area. So there is how far out we can go. This area back here just looks like a perfect place for berry bushes. Doesn't it? It actually does. So let's plant some. Let's plant some berry bushes. Let's go into the saloon for the night, and then we'll come back out and plant some berry bushes. I should have done that a long time ago. I know. Well, there's no question that we can't grow berries in the desert unless we grow them in one of those houses that aren't being used. And we might do that. Ooh. Now that is a thought for the plantations that aren't being used. That would be interesting. Okay, so let me come down here. I'm going to Postco for a minute and make sure that he has what he needs, because if he hasn't gotten that stone yet, I'm going to go and give it to him, because this is taking too long. Really? That's what you're supposed to be working on? A furnace? What do you mean a furnace? Oak planks, okay. Glass, yeah, that is Jillian. Jillian is going to make the glass. Crafting table, that should be there already, but what I might do is check. And the spruce door, it's delivering the stone. I'm surprised about the stone, but you know what? We have a baby. We have a brand new Tinsley, and I wouldn't be surprised if in that new shop I need to put in the stone recipes. How much do you want to bet? How much do you want to bet that I have to put in the stone recipes? So isn't that interesting? We have sheep in both areas. The sheep here, we only have 2. The ones in, we're actually using the others as lawnmowers in the poppy fields. And let's look here and let's craft, and let's go to cobble. Do I need to, nope, I'm gonna have to look. So let me come here, let me take Postco right here. Let's put this up in the air and let's see. A furnace, I think they do it. A furnace and stone brick. Stone bricks and cobblestone stairs. So yeah, so let's come here. This is Tinsley's, but Spellog is teaching her and wanted her to move into his shop, and he was using the new shop. So crafting, teach. We definitely need cobblestone stairs. Let's teach that. Let's go to stone. Stone brick. Stone brick. Let's teach her how to make those. Let's teach stone brick stairs. Let's teach slab. Let's teach wall. And like that. So Tinsley is the baby. She's from the last group of kids. And we might as well go ahead and just do the chisel while we're at it. And do we need the smooth stone? Why don't we go ahead? And that needs to be made by Jailcat. And Jailcat, of course, absolutely knows how to smelt stone. And this is Tinsley here.
What can
This
I
is
do
our
for you?
brand new little baby here, baby stonemason, and Spelog has been really, really kind and sweet. He's really enjoying having an apprentice, and so that has really brightened up his life as well. Let's come here. This is Isa.
Hi.
All of them are going to say something about not having food, and I'm going to make those go away and get him to ask for that again. And let's see, Jail Cat, what do you need? You're not that hungry. So she's not asking. And what? Of course you're not hungry. How many of those do you have? She's got 4 pumpkin pies. So, hi, True.
Do you need something?
It would seem like Jail Cat would share her food. Ah, ha, ha, ha. You have a sandwich. Excellent. That is the Hellenic style. He's the blacksmith, and it's very hot in here. So we even put a fan in. It's that hot. And I think that takes care of that part. Let's go over to Yisrael, or let's go to the clothing, to the furniture store. I think it is actually the last. No, isn't Malcolm the last? Let's find out. If we give them to what is her name? What is her name? She's one of the kids also, but she is absolutely in the store. And I'm going to recall her, Ryan. So we have a girl Ryan and a boy Ryan. And she's kind of hungry, but she has fish. I don't know whether she's going to eat it or not. So I'm going to give her one of those just in case. And then let's come here to teach recipe. And let's look at what he was asking for again. This is the furniture store. He needs a crafting table, a barrel. The barrels are going to be delivered. The crafting table isn't. All the oak is being delivered. The standing barrel isn't. So, crafting table and a standing barrel. Let's teach. Let's teach the crafting table. Crafting table here. Oh dear. We'll have to do that for the barrel too, I think. Oh my gosh, I'm over time. Whoa, look at how far over time I am. Wow, I have really gotten caught up in this. Let me get a standing barrel. Somebody is very happy. Standing barrel. There it is, right here. And sure enough, we do. We have to do this. Well, thank you, everyone. What an adventure! What a crazy adventure we are having with this new cookery and the new foods that have to be grown on the farms. This is going to be so fascinating. I can't wait to see when they start coming up. It's Mario. Mario is now our new mechanic in town, and he's doing okay. Maybe I'll give him one. I've got a low amount. I see that. And then we'll figure out the seeds. We'll figure out bushes and some sweet berries. We'll just have to, I think it's one of those things where I would have to do it myself as the player. And then we'll look at some other aspects of things that are supposed to be being done. We absolutely need Valerie to finish the final level of the Zeppelin. So the Zeppelin is going to be worked on, and to bring it up to a level 5, and that is definitely going to be very fun. So the firefighters are all over. There's a group down there. There's a group coming downstairs right now. And I think this is where I'm going to have to stop. I think I am. Thank you, everybody. Wow, time was flying. It flew. It was fast. I hope you enjoyed this. Enjoy your games. Enjoy watching all the other gamers. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. And I'll have more answers. So take care, everyone. Mr. Villager, obrigado. Thank you for being in chat. LOL. Thank you for being in chat too. Good luck with finding a name for your new station, for your new channel. And that's a tough one. It definitely is. We've been listening to Drone Hands music, and now we're going to listen to Vincentius Primus. So here we go, everyone. Bye for now. Bye for now.